Hey everybody, I'm taking a nap. My legs started hurting sitting up. Ugh, they get a little stiff. I sit down too long and then I stand up too long. Yeah, so sometimes I gotta lay down. So, but anyway, I read on the YouTube about feminine hygiene, and what we gotta do is we gotta teach these young boys about. I just thought about that. I don't have a son, but I have nephews. I have a whole lot of nephews and great nephews, and I'm kind of like concerned about them not knowing good hygienes, messing with a girl, and sometimes a girl that doesn't have perfect hygienes can burn the boy. You know how they say, "Oh, something feel funny in my penis," and you feel an urge of burn when you pee. That means the girl done burnt you because she had a little dirty pooey. you know, so mama's got to have that talk. And then sometimes when they don't have fathers, the mothers can still, you can get the information and still give it to the boy. And when just tell them to look at it. They got like DVDs. They got DVD input. They have all types of social media you can go on. They have like tutorials, video tutorials. When you hit like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. Twitter talk about it all the time, but I'm not on Twitter, so I worry about sometimes you gotta have like that talk with the boys when they start feeling their little oaks, when they wanna, when you found out they sitting over there masturbating all the time, and their little pee-pee is sticking straight up. Sticking straight up. So when their pee-pee starts sticking straight up, just let them know it ain't nothing wrong with it, but but show them how to handle it though, and not sticking into everything. So you gotta explain to them when you feeling, when you sticking your pee-pee, the penis. I ain't gonna talk like they babies and stuff. When you sticking your penis in a dirty vagina, you get an infection, and it's that way. So if and vice versa, young girls, you're out there having babies, and while you're having babies, you're catching diseases. So if a man have a dirty penis, and he has a infection. He has infection before, and he had like venereal diseases and stuff like that, VD, crabs, and stuff like that. You got to be careful who you laying down with, because they can get it to you, and then you can like break up, or you can sit there and start itching and have a real bad itch, and then have an odor coming out of you, and then you have to go see the gynecologist, and the gynecologist will tell you have infection, or you have VD, or you have what's that, syphilis, and then you have what's the other one, or age 1, so you got to be careful on like sleeping around, and you got to be careful on sleeping around. So mothers had talk with your children, what I'm saying. And I used to tell my daughter to read books. I would tell her, and then I would tell her, if you don't believe me, go to the library. I would send my daughter to the library. When she turned 13 years old, she's a preteen, and she turned 13, and I was sending her to the library getting these books, these teen books, Understanding Your Body. And I would tell her to get the books. I had ordered one of Miss Cece Winans books about growing up, and, what I'm saying, knowing you and stuff. So and then it's another book that was out. It's called Me, Getting to Know Me. So it's a lot of teen books out there. So you can go online too and check the book out. Bookstores, they got bookstores online. So I used to send my daughter to the library to read these books, because not only you're telling her, she's also reading about it. So she's not, it's not like, you know, she don't have any type of clue in the world or any type of knowledge in the world that these things can happen to you, like get to know your body and stuff like that. So I would send my daughter to the library. I mean, you can check it out. I mean, we have a library card at the time, and I lived on Lehigh, so I've always prepared my daughter for the pet talk and stuff like that. Her, you know, her coming on her period, explaining about her period, explaining about, you know, you can get pregnant, why, you know, when you're on your period, and, you know, it's not normal to have sex while you're on your period, you know what I'm saying, wait till your period come off, and you can have, you know, please don't have sex, that's what I'm saying. That didn't work. I done played songs around the house, I done sung around the house, she done seen me on the floor, on my face and everything else, and still got pregnant. Brother. But you know what? I love my daughter, and I told her we're gonna make mistakes. Mama made mistake. Mama went out there and didn't wait for marriage. So we're gonna make mistakes. So just forgive yourself, pick yourself back up, and do good, you know. Encourage yourself to do good, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes a lot of people just gonna keep pounding you about your mistakes, but long as you don't do it, don't punish yourself about your mistakes, because God already forgave you before you did it, you know. So we're not perfect in our own skin or our own flesh, but God is perfect in us, you know. Jesus is perfect in us, and without him we're gonna always make mistakes. So that's why we should always kind of study the word and ask him for our help whenever we grow weak to temptation. And you know, that's why we should always pray, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people say, oh, it don't take all that praying and stuff. Yes, it does. When temptation is knocking at your door, and temptation is around you, and temptation, like, you can have all types of temptation. I already did a video about temptation. But these teens, you know, it's kind of fresh to them. So it's like, you're going to be curious. I wrote some lyrics called, I'm sorry, Lord, that curiosity got the best of me, you know, and it's for like a youth, ministry. I do things morely for youth ministries so that they can kind of, get to know themselves with Jesus Christ, you know, building a relationship with Jesus Christ. You know, because it took me a lot of times to like really build a relationship, but I knew I wanted a relationship with him, you know. So I made it my business to get one with him, and have not turned back yet, you know. So I have not turned back yet. So I am teaching it along the way of, you know, fall a little bit, come back a little bit, fall a little bit, come back a little bit. So yeah, but you know how it's tempting though. It's very tempting. So a lot of people, you know, they done been to college and back and stuff like that. So I just kind of figure a lot of people has to maneuver themselves to do right. You know what I'm saying? And so I just don't feel as though that people should. I just don't feel as though that people should do wrong by people. I mean, that's letting you know that temptation has got the best of you. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of figured, you know, me having, you know, I have always gotten ways to, you know, to get back at a person, but I said, God, what's that gonna leave me with you? You know, so I would have lost my relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people lose their relationship with God, and sometimes they need someone to kind of guide them right back to Him and stuff. So, but some people don't see it, and you know. So, but hopefully and prayingly, my daughter gotta come on. I want to go shopping, y'all, so bad. But they keep declining my card, so I don't know who's doing it. But they keep declining my card for some reason. They keep saying doing it. What would be the reason during declining my card? Why would she have control over my card? You know? So, yeah. Okay. See y'all later.